Huh? This was your visit in Albania. Would you say that we passed the exam in as far as the infrastructure is concerned regarding the qualifications for the women's and the later on the men's national team?
I won't be in a position to give you an answer on that today. Obviously, I have to take back my paperwork and photographs and everything that I see here at the gyms that we visit. I would have to say that this gym is in need of some refurbishment. So from first inspection, there are certain conditions that would not pass. So there are certain areas that could be improved before the women's team play their first home qualifier in November. Things like the lighting, straight away when you go into the gym, it needs improving. The level is not high enough for what you would expect for a senior women's and senior men's competition. Equally, the locker rooms, there's no showers facilities, toilet facilities, so they wouldn't be appropriate to host a team for a senior level competition. And also there's some issues, I believe, with the technical specification of the equipment. So again, we would try and be flexible where we can, because we want home teams to be able to host the games in their home countries, but we would need federations and the backing of the government with the federations to ensure that they can host, especially when you come to a gym like this that's maybe a little bit older than some of the more recent ones. I think the guys told me almost 50 years old. It hasn't kept up with the times, so it needs some development and some refurbishment work to be of the standard that we see other gyms in Europe that currently are at, that are hosting senior level competitions.
Do we have time for that?
Well, I think the question goes back to you guys on that one. I don't know how quickly people work here in Albania. I think there is time. We're now nearing the end of August. Their first home fixture in the women's qualifiers isn't until end of November. So I see 3-month window there where if they get the support they need and if they get the funding and investment that's needed, I would say why not? We're looking at one home fixture for the senior women's in that November window. Then again in February for the second round of qualifying games, another home fixture. So it could be a 2-stage approach, what can be done in a 3-month window and what can be done in a 6-month window. It's not my decision to know what can be done, because I don't know fully how the next steps work for them in terms of making the proposal and agreeing what can be invested or what can be funded and how quickly that can happen. But for this first window, it needs to be quick now. Things need to move fast. If a venue like here in Tirana is going to be used, the venue we have just seen, there is some work that needs to be done immediately for it to be approved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.